Om. 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 शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Hari Om. A very blissful Friday morning to every one of you. Welcome to this beautiful, gorgeous, most attractive, holiest of the holy temples which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kanjangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The first part of Tattvabodha, Adi Shankaracharya explains about the qualifications needed to understand either Tattvabodha or any of the Upanishads, what we call as Vedanta. Otherwise, either we will not understand or we will misunderstand, not understand it properly. Even if we learn something, it may not stay here. Even if it stays there, the concepts are staying there, but we may not be able to use it in our daily activities. So that is important. That is why we must develop all these qualifications. We must be qualified. Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhisharka Sampat, and the last one is Mumukshutva. These are the 4 qualifications needed to study Tattvabodha or Vedanta. Anyway, how to develop them? Adi Shankaracharya has not explained. In this Tattvabodha, he has not explained. He is assuming that all of us are graduates. He assumes or expects us to have the qualification and then study Tattvabodha. In case we don't have the qualifications, we have to learn Bhagavad Gita and then try to understand what they are here he has explained, and how to develop them. So we must try to develop them on our daily activities. We must try and then move forward. Then he explained about the 3 types of bodies, 5 layers, and the 3 avasthas. Then he said Atma is beyond all this, and it is Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa. He talked about the creation or manifestation of this universe. Our daily interaction is with the universe. So it is important for us to understand what this universe is. So he explains about Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara. And then what is the relationship between this Jiva and Ishvara? In the creation of the universe, initially he said that Maya or Karana Prapancha, causal universe, exists based on Brahma. Brahma is the pure consciousness or the original consciousness. Maya is dependent on this original consciousness, and it has 3 attributes or qualities or gunas, sattva, raja, tama. From this Maya, subtle Panchamahabhutas are created. We know the Panchamahabhutas: Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. So these are all created in subtle form from Maya. Because Maya has got three qualities, these Panchabhutas also inherit those three qualities. Now from each Bhuta, considering the only Sattva quality, then Jnanendriyas are created. In totality, that is Sattva Guna in total of all the Panchamahabhutas put together, Antakarana, Manassu, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. This Antakarana is created. Then from the Rajoguna of each and every Mahabhuta, Karmendriyas are created. And from the total of the Rajoguna of all the Panchamahabhutas, Panchapranas or Panchavayus are created. Then from the Tamoguna, Sthula Panchamahabhutas are created first by undergoing a process called Panchikarana, mixing, like an alloy. It's a mixture. Each Mahabhuta is not pure Mahabhuta now. It is a mixture of all the Mahabhutas put together. Half of it is that particular Mahabhuta and the rest consists of the four different Mahabhutas. So that's a mixture. From this mixture, Sthula universe, gross Prapancha is created and our gross bodies are created. This is how the creation takes place, and he says that each individual, we call this as Pindanda, is similar to Brahmanda. How? The Maya, which works on Karana Sharira becomes a medium or Madhyama. Then there is reflection. In this medium, there is a reflection. That reflection in each and every individual is called as Jivatma. It is a reflection of what? Reflection of the original consciousness. So we have original consciousness. Now we have reflected consciousness. The name given to this reflected consciousness is Jivatma. And the medium is body, our bodies, physical body, subtle body and causal body. So he says that when the medium is Karana Sharira, or he uses the word Avidya. Avidya is equal to Karana Sharira. So which means when our Karana Sharira is become the medium, Maya works on it and we call this as Pindanda. In the same way, the whole universe, that becomes a medium, not the gross. Gross universe, subtle universe, both are there in Karana universe or causal Prapancha, which we call it as Maya. That medium is now this Maya. Now the reflection is Ishvara. Only the medium is different. So in Pindanda, we have original consciousness, medium called our bodies, 3 bodies are there in each one, and the reflected consciousness. Similarly, in Brahmanda, original consciousness is there because it is Sarvavyapi. Everywhere it is there, always it is there. It was there, it is there, it will be there because it is Sat. And the medium is universe. The whole Brahmanda is the universe now. And the reflection that we get there is given the name as Ishvara. And now he says, these both are similar. So the student gets a doubt. Like how we are getting a doubt. How can I say that Tat Tvam Asi? You are that. That means that Brahma. How can we say you are that? The student gets a doubt and the Guru answers by saying that it is not by the word meaning. You have to take the inner meaning. There is Pada Vachyartha, Pada Lakshyartha. What exactly does it mean? Is Lakshya. Just by the word, what is the meaning? That we call it as Pada Vachyartha. So he says that when we say Tvam, Tvam means you. In Sanskrita, you. Tvam is the word. So when we say you, if you take the Pada Artha, yes, it means Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. That is the meaning of the actual word you. Because what is your name? Where do you live? What do you mean by you there? The physical body. We are not talking about that Brahma or so. We are not even aware that that Brahma is existing. Because we are able to see through our sense organs only the gross. So we feel that whatever we see through our eyes, only that is existing. This Brahma is beyond all our sense organs. So we are not able to see that. Or we don't even get a thought that something beyond this also may exist. Now, having learned Tattvabodha a little, at least we get an idea that, okay, there is something called Brahma. Atma we knew, Atma is there, we knew, but we knew that it is inside my body. Even though it was said that it is inside my body, it is outside my body also, but it doesn't strike to us. What do we mean by this? Because we don't focus on it, our focus is on the gross body. So he says, Sthula Sharira Abhimani Jivana Brahma Pratibimbam Bhavati. No, beyond that we will go. When the student asks, how can you say Tat Tvam Asi? Because this Tvam individual is with Ahankara. Ahankara need not be that pride, but awareness. I am sitting here. Even if it is too dark in the night, there is absolutely no light. Nobody need to tell us where I am. I know I am here. So that awareness is there. That is called as Ahankara. We have, individual has got Ahankara. And little knowledge, Kinchijnasya. That kind of Jiva which has got Ahankara and which has got only little knowledge. How can you compare this with Nirahankarasya Sarvajnasya Ishwarasya? That Ishvara is Nirahankara, absolutely no ego at all. And he has knowledge of everything. He is Sarvajna. Jna means having the knowledge. Sarva, everything. He has a knowledge of everything. So Ishvara is Nirahankara and having the knowledge of everything. Omniscient. How can we compare that with the individual which has got ego or just that I awareness and very little knowledge? How can you say that they are both are equal? Because for me they seem to be Viruddha Dharma. Opposite qualities are there, but still you are saying Tat Tvam Asi. The student has missed the bus there. What the Guru was saying earlier had not entered. Probably he did not focus, or it was beyond that level. He had not yet reached that level. So the Guru now makes him understand, if at all you question like this, iti chet, if you question like this, na. No, it is not exactly the same from all angles. From different angles, they are different. So he says here, Sthula Sukshma Sharira Abhimani Tvam Pada Vachyarthaha. One devotee went to Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi in Tiruvannamalai and asked him, God, is this God having a gross body? Is he Saguna or is he Nirakara, Nirguna? Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi simply smiled and asked him, what do you think you are? So the devotee said, I am this body. Bhagavan said, yes, Paramatma also has body. Paramatma is Saguna. Within a few minutes, another devotee came there. He was not present when this devotee asked the question. The same question was posed by another devotee. Again, Bhagavan smiled and asked him, what do you think you are? So that person said, I think I am that pure Chaitanya, I am the pure consciousness. Bhagavan said, yes, God is pure consciousness. God is Nirguna, Nirakara. The devotee who heard this was flabbergasted now. Hey, just a few minutes ago, Bhagavan answered like this, and now his answer is totally different, opposite. Once he says, Paramatma is Saguna, Paramatma is with the Akara, Sakara. Now he says, Nirguna, Nirakara, Nirvikara, no changes at all. What is this? So here it is, Sthula Sukshma Sharira Abhimani, because we are all identifying ourselves with either with the Sthula gross body or with the subtle body. We say we are fat, we are tall. We there means I means the body. Sometimes we refer our mind as I. I am happy, I am sad. The body can never be happy or sad. It is the mind, the subtle body, not the gross body. So when I say I am happy or I am sad, I am referring to my mind and I am calling that as I. I do not understand. I did not understand. Wow, I understand everything. What is that understanding there? Body cannot understand anything. It is only Panchamahabhutas there. What is this that is understanding? The buddhi which is understanding the subtle body. Part of the subtle body, now we are referring it as I. So when we identify ourselves with the gross body or the subtle body, then Tvam means yes. Subtle body, the Sthula body or so. This is only the Padavachya. The meaning of the word, that's all. But then, Upadhi Vinirmuktam Samadhi Dasha Sampannam. Upadhi Vinirmukta, no Upadhi at all, no medium at all. There is a medium when we are talking about our bodies. There is a medium. Now, Upadhi Vinirmukta, there is absolutely no medium at all. Samadhi Dasha Sampanna. The Samadhi Dasha is when we listen to some stories. We get so engrossed, so involved in it when we watch some movies. We ourselves become either the hero or heroine in it. If anything good happens to the heroine there, we also feel very happy. If somebody comes and troubles that heroine or hero, attacks, then we are sitting on the edge of the chair. And if at all he or she, the hero or heroine falls, we also feel that we have fallen there. Does it happen to us actually? It is only happening in the story or in the movie. We are watching it, but we are so involved in it that we feel that we ourselves are that particular part, heroine or hero part, we are only doing it. As though it is affecting us. In the same way here, that Samadhi Dasha, when we are so engrossed in this, the student is so engrossed in listening to the teacher explaining that you are this Brahma Chaitanya, you are the pure consciousness. Then the student also feels, yes, I am not this body. I am that consciousness. So such Sampannas, when we go to that level, that Shuddha Chaitanya, that is the Tvam Pada Lakshartha. Actually, it means this Brahma Shuddha Chaitanya. So Tvam means either the bodies or that Shuddha Chaitanya, depending on our perspective. From what angle we are talking. If at all we are talking from the angle of the bodies, definitely this body is different, and the body of that Ishvara, which is the whole universe, that is completely different. So we cannot use this Tattvamasi there. So next is Evam Sarvajnatvadi Vishishtaha Ishvara Tatpada Vachyartaha. Again, if you say Tat, if you are talking about that Ishvara, which one? That is the reflection which is working on the Karana Prapancha. Then that Ishvara is different. That means this Jivatma, that Paramatma is different. Because that is Sarvajna. Ishvara is Sarvajna. Having such a big, huge body, the whole universe is his body. We are tiny creatures. Small body. So, if you say Ishvara, that Padavacharta is, yes, he has got all gunas. But Upadi Shunya, now there is no medium at all. Absolutely no medium. Shuddha Chaitanyam Tat Pada Lakshartha. There also, when you say Tat, it is not that Ishvara that we are talking. Not the Saguna Ishvara. Saguna Ishvara is different from our bodies or our cells. But if you talk about that Chaitanya, so when we say Tat Tvam Asi, Tattvamasi, Tat is that Upadi Shunya, Shuddha Chaitanya. Tvam means Upadi Rahita, again Shuddha Chaitanya. Are they both equal or not now? They both are definitely same or equal. So Tattvamasi works. So evam cha jiveshwarayoho chaitanya rupena abhede badhaka abhavaha. So there is absolutely no difference between you and that Ishvara. Once again, Ishvara padavachyartha, pada word by word meaning should not be taken. What is the inner meaning? That if you take for both Tvam and Tat, if you take the inner meaning of both, then both are equal. Like how we say, even in Vedanta, this example is given, like in an ocean. There are so many waves. From the angle of wave, each wave is different. Some are big, some are small. But if you look at it from the angle of, from the perspective of water, then what if different waves are there? Every wave is nothing but water. So there is no difference at all. It is only appearance. So here he ends that, the explanation of that. Then he says, Evam cha Vedanta Vakyaihi Sadguru Upadeshena cha Sarveshvapi Bhuteshu Yesham Brahma Buddhirutpannate Jivanmuktaha Ityartaha. In this way, Vedanta Vakyaihi, in the Vedas, the last part of it, Vedanta Vakya. There are so many such Mahavakyas. Mahavakya means Jivatma equals Paramatma. Wherever that equation appears in any Vakya, any line, sentence, that we call it, that is called as Mahavakya. So he says, Vedanta Vakyaihi Sadguru Upadeshena. We must have trust in the Vedanta Vakya. If you remember, one of the 6 Shatka Sampat is Shraddha. Shraddha in what? Shraddha in Vedanta. Shraddha in Guru. Both are needed. So here also he says, you must study all this. The scriptures, we must definitely study all this. How should you study? Sadguru Upadeshena. There must be a Sadguru who is teaching this. Why does he say that? If we study by ourselves, then we may not understand anything. If you don't understand, okay, we will leave it. But if you understand it in a wrong way, then what happens? We will be talking about that concept which as I have understood or the Guru has understood with so many other people, and all the other people also will be picking up the wrong concept. This should not be done. Who is a Guru here? Once upon a time, that Guru also was a student. So he knows what kind of doubts can the students get. So this is very important, that not to study by ourselves. There are seemingly contradictions. I don't say contradictions are there in Vedanta, seemingly contradictions. For example, even in Bhagavad Gita, sometimes he says Karma Yoga is good. Sometimes he says Bhakti Yoga is good. Sometimes he says Jnana Yoga only is good. So we get confused. What exactly is Krishna telling, advising us to do? That is why Arjuna also asked, you tell me only one. Don't confuse me by saying this is good, that is good. Don't do this. So if we study by ourselves, we also may feel that, what is this? There are so many contradictions. I can't understand anything. This happens because Vedanta is addressing the whole mankind. It is not for a particular section of mankind. Like how the school is there for children from 3 or 4 years up to some, let us say 16 years. Then we step into college. Then step into universities for post-graduation or PhD or whatever it is. Now here for Vedanta, all are together. Whether it is a small child or a great scholar, all are there. So Vedanta or Bhagavad Gita is addressing the whole mankind without any division. So for some section of people, Karma Yoga is best. For some section of people, Bhakti Yoga is best. For some section of people, Jnana Yoga is best. Because they have reached that level. Maybe from the previous birth, they have come to that level. So, if you feel that Jnana Yoga is best and I will not do any karma, I will not do any puja, I will simply listen to something and then understand and then do, because Krishna says only Jnana can give you mukti, I will take up only Jnana Yoga, nothing else. It is not possible. We have to pass through this LKG, UKG, etc., first standard, all these only. Jnana Yoga does not mean only at the end. It should be there in the initial stage also. Whatever we get, whatever we learn is Jnana Yoga. In the same way here, Vedanta is addressing the whole mankind. It has two parts. Vedas has got two parts. Veda Purva Bhaga, Veda Anta Bhaga. In the Veda Purva Bhaga, Karma Kanda is given. Perform all these. Then what happens? Develop all the Shatka Sampat. It will not come just like that. If you invite Kshama, come. Dama, come. Will it come? We have to work for it. That is why Karma Kanda is 100% necessary. Then as we grow further, then we can slowly drop them if needed. It is like a baby is in the womb of the mother. Very cozily sitting in the womb of the mother. Doesn't have to do anything. Mother eats, so that only comes to me. I don't have to do anything. If the fetus or the baby thinks like that, I don't want to come out at all. Let me be here. It is so nice here, warm here. Will it be alright? Will it be alright for the baby? Will it be alright for the mother? For both it is dangerous. And the nature has created after 9 months or a particular number of days, the child has to come out. Whether the child likes or not, whether the mother likes or not, child has to come out. So the same thing, we have to enter, we have to grow there, and we have to grow out of it. Not that we have to leave this. For example, a jnani, if at all he has attained this, that doesn't mean that he has to leave his grihastha. That is what explanation he is giving here. So you learn all these. Then, sarveshu api bhuteshu yesham brahma buddhirutpanna. Then what happens? Such a person is given the name, title as Jivanmukta. Nobody is giving the title. Vedanta is giving the title for such a person, that you are now Jivanmukta. Like how we get a degree certificate, it is given Jivanmukta. When you understand this Vedanta Vakyas through a guru, and then what should happen? Shravana, Manana, Nidhi, Dhyasana. That should come automatically. Like how you say, it must be there in my blood. It should happen like that. Then, Sarveshu Bhuteshu Brahma Buddhi. Everything that you see, everybody that you see, what do you see there? Only that Brahma Chaitanya. There is nothing else. Only the original consciousness that you see in everything. Everybody, everything is the same. Such a person is called as Jivanmukta. If you remember in the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Shwapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Samadarshana. Seeing the same consciousness everywhere is Samadarshana. It may not be possible in the day-to-day interactions. Many of our Loka Vyavahara, it may not be possible. To give an example, assume that we are having some grand celebration or some ceremony is there. We have invited our Prime Minister, Honorable Mr. Narendra Modi, we have invited, and he's come and we are taking him on to the dais. And now I say, I am a Jnana Yogi. So all people who are here, all are equal, all come on the stage. Is it possible? So it is not that in our worldly affairs, we cannot do that. I cannot take one dog and say that let the dog also go to the stage because dog also is Brahma Chaitanya only. All are equal. I have got Samadarshana. It is not possible. It should be there at the back of the mind. Every now and then, we all should practice now. Every now and then, whenever possible, even for a fraction of a second, think, am I this body? Am I that Chaitanya? Tattvabodha Adi Shankaracharya has taught us that you are that Chaitanya. May not be able to experience it, but still keep on telling the mind, oh, I am not this. When a mosquito sits on the body, on the hand, just tuck one with the, like this we hit. Till now we have done that. Now also we may do it, but at least after doing that, if at all it is before doing, extremely good, hats off. If not, after hitting at least, we should be able to question, what is this mosquito? Mosquito also had Jiva. There was Brahma Pratibimba there in the mosquito also. Now the Pratibimba is not there. Brahma is there. Pratibimba is not there. What am I? So like this, we can keep on questioning. Many a times we shout at our husbands or children. Before shouting, if the thought comes, absolutely no fight in the house at all. But it may not be possible. We have to keep on trying. At least afterwards. Oh, that is also Brahma Pratibimba. Here also Brahma Pratibimba. That is from Brahma. This also is from Brahma. Which means both of us are equal. Why should I shout? What am I doing by shouting? So this kind of thought should arise in our mind. As we go further, we should grow further. In Tattvabodha, as we go further, we should be growing also. Internal transformation must be there. Otherwise, there is no point in simply studying theoretically and saying that, oh, I have learned Tattvabodha. He said that till we have this kind of difference between Jivatma and Paramatma, samsara na nivartate. Samsara, you cannot stop. Samsara does not mean only husband, wife, children, house. No. What exactly is samsara? Wherever raga and dvesha is there, that is samsara. He may be a sannyasi. But if he is attached to his ashrama, if he is attached to his matha, if he is interested in collecting more and more money for that, raga dvesha is there. So he is a samsari. Whereas a person who is living in a grihastha ashrama and not having attachments to anything can become a sannyasi. And by being in this samsara, we have always this insecure feeling. Insecurity is always there. So one of the advantages or jnana phala, by getting this kind of knowledge that I am equal to Paramatma, what do we get? That insecurity will not be there. Samadarshana. In everyone you see the same Shuddha Chaitanya. There is no fear at all then. There is no thief, there is no dacoit. We are all scared of all these. There is no such thing at all. Everything is that Brahma. And the biggest fear is old age, diseases, death. Before that, who will take care of me? If I become old, what if my children don't take care? What if I don't have that much money? Doesn't it? All this kind of fear is continuously bothering us. So this kind of fear will not be there. Because Samadarshana, such a person becomes Jivanmukta, not moksha after death. While ihaiva tairjita sargo esham samye sthitam manaha. Once again, 5th chapter, Bhagavad Gita. Here itself, the mukti, you must get this liberation here itself. So the liberation is from that raga and dvesha. And such a person becomes Jivanmukta. And the next, what is the second advantage? Here Shankaracharya says that such a person, a jnani, one advantage is he doesn't have any insecure feeling. He doesn't have to leave his family. He can stay there within the same family. He doesn't have to have one badge over here that I am Jivanmukta. People need not even recognize him as Jivanmukta. But for him, he knows how when any unexpected shocking events take place, then he shifts to the higher nature. He immediately understands, I am not this. I am that Chaitanya. So when he is able to shift to that nature, then these do not affect him. Whether it is sukha or dukkha, there is no effect on him. He is always happy. Because Sat Chit Ananda, he is always blissful. So Samadarshina or Jnani or Jivanmukta has got this benefit. For us, the first question is, what will happen if I gain this knowledge? If somebody says, Jyoti, chant this stotra, what will I get? First thing is, we are business minded. If I chant this stotra, something should happen to me. Something good. Only then I will chant. 11 times if I chant, what happens? I will question like that. Then, okay, if you don't chant like this, this will happen. Oh, then I will do. All business-minded people. We are all commercial people. Here, once we get that knowledge, any kind of shocking events do not shock us, because we have a shock absorber there. That absorbs every shock. Every shocking event, that's all. So what? First he says, what? Like that I believe. Then he says, so what? So this is the advantage of, rather benefit of gaining that knowledge, that jnani. And the next one is no karma bandhana at all. Whatever karmas we do, with what attitude we do, that gets stuck over here. That is what we are carrying, vasana. Because of that big vasana only we are born here. But definitely there is good vasana. That is why we have got human birth. And that is why we are interested in learning Bhagavad Gita or Tattvabodha, etc. Now there should be no looking backward. We should march forward only now. But still, even though we are moving in this path, every word that we speak, every action that we perform leaves an impression here. That vasana is there, what we call as samskara. Only when all the karmas, 3 types of karmas are there, we will be explaining in the next class. Sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, agami karma. Prarabdha karma is the one which is right now working on us in this birth. Sanchita is in the bag which will come for the next birth. Prarabdha is the one which we are using now. Agami is which we are accumulating now. Sanchita is from the past, Prarabdha is the present, Agami is the future. All these are there for us. Sanchita Papa Vinashaka Lingam, Tat Pranamami Sadashiva Lingam. Sanchita Papa, big bag is there. That gets destroyed by Shiva, is said in the Lingashtaka. Now, for a jnani, none of these will affect now. Because of his prarabdha, he has to live. Just because he gains knowledge, he does not immediately leave the body and says, oh, I've got moksha. No, that doesn't happen. Because prarabdha, he has to go through the prarabdha. When prarabdha becomes zero, then there is videha mukti. Afterwards, absolutely no birth at all for him. For us, Sanchita continues to be there. Prarabdha will be there in the next janma. Again, Agami also will be there. Today's Agami becomes Sanchita then. So, we will see that in the next class. All such karmas are not there, karma phalas are not there for a jnani. So, he gets videha mukti. Jivanmukti, that means he is liberated when he is alive. Videha mukti, absolutely no deha at all. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shenu, big full stop. No more in that cycle. This is the advantage of gaining that kind of knowledge. Now we'll take up some example to understand. Assume that there is a drama going on. Ramayana is being played. Rama has lost his wife Sita or kidnapped by Ravana and he is searching. He is searching in the forest. Every tree that he sees, he is asking, have you seen my Sita? Have you seen my Sita? Every stone, river, mountain is asking, where is my Sita? Crying and asking. And internally, even though he is acting so beautifully, crying acting is done beautifully by him, internally he is smiling. You know why? In the audience, in the first row, his wife is sitting. So he knows internally that I have not lost my wife. My wife is not kidnapped by anybody. It's only the drama that I am acting now. So he is acting in such a wonderful way that people who are sitting there are crying. Rama is in such a state, searching for Sita, and all are wonderstruck by his drama. But internally, that Rama actor is smiling because he feels that my actual wife is sitting here. In the same way, this is a drama that we all have to play here. This body is a costume. This costume is given to me in this birth only. Next drama, I'll be changing this costume. How can I be so attached to this costume? I am not originally this costume. I am that pure consciousness. So too much of importance has been given to this costume. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. In the second chapter, there are wonderful shlokas. Krishna says that, Arjuna, this is only a costume that you are wearing. Just like how you change your costumes, you are going to transmigrate from one body to another body. Don't have attachment to the body. That doesn't mean that ignore the body. We have to take care of the body because body is like a vehicle for us. Imagine I want to go travel from Bangalore to Hyderabad by car. And I realize that my car is not in a good condition. I cannot drive that at all. How can I go then? I cannot use that vehicle at all. In the same way, this body has to be kept in a good condition. We must take good care of it. Somebody had sent a message. I have stopped taking all my tablets now. Because body is not important. No, that is not the way. We must take care of the body. Body keeps giving us signals. Here pain, that pain. It is giving us some signal. Take care of me. We must take care of it, but without worrying about it. It is the vehicle that we are using to move forward in the path of spirituality. Even though we are not moving physically, to move from one level to another level, we need the body. If at all we are given an animal body, we cannot learn Tattvabodha. We cannot acquire any papa or punya in any other body except human body. So human body is extremely important for us. Vedanta warns us, don't get attached to the body. That doesn't mean don't take care of the body. No, you have to take care of the body. So like that drama artist, we should be able to go back to the green room and then think, who am I? Oh, this was only a drama that I played. But I must do that to the best of my knowledge. I have been given this particular part by God. Be a daughter, daughter-in-law or a mother, etc. is given to me. Accept all these without complaints, without cribbing. Accept this with a beautiful smile and take that role. Act that role to the best of the knowledge. This is one. And the next one is, we watch movies in a theatre. If at all we go there before the starting of the movie, then we see that white screen. On this white screen, the movie or the cinema is projected. When the movie is not yet started, you will see only the white board. Once the movie starts, you will not be able to see the white board or the screen, but you will be seeing the movie only. This is what is happening to us. That pure consciousness, original consciousness is there. On that, this movie is going on. We are engrossed only in the movie. We are completely forgetting about that white board, white screen. We are not able to understand that it is existing. We are so engrossed in it. What happens to that white wall or screen? If there is a villain, if there is a hero and they are fighting, villain or somebody is killed or the hero also may be killed, people who are watching it will start crying or very happy if something happens to the villain. What happens to that screen? Is there any effect of this on the screen? If there is heavy rain or heavy floods in this movie, what happens to the screen? Nothing. There is earthquake in the cinema. Nothing happens to the screen. Whatever happens in the movie does not have any impact or effect on the white screen over there. In the same way, whatever happens here does not have any effect on the original consciousness. I am that original consciousness. So, these either sukha or dukkha do not disturb me. I am not affected by this. Little by little we have to practice. How should we practice? Assume that daughter or son is learning driving, car driving. And as parents, we are there in the car teaching the son or daughter. And while that person is learning, some other children are there in the car and they are all making noise. Then what do we tell them? Hey, don't make noise. Why? He's driving. Let him focus on driving. Otherwise, we'll meet with an accident. Oh, the person who is driving also is simply sitting straight like this, seriously looking at the road and driving. After a few days of driving like this, slowly he got used to it. Now he is an expert. How does he drive now? When he is driving, people who are there inside the car all can talk anything. He also gets himself involved in the talk. He also participates in the talk. Or if somebody is singing, he also sings. Somebody is making dance like this, movements, he also with the wheel, steering wheel, he also does like this. And he searches for some shop. Where is this shop? But still, one part of the mind is focused on the road. So it is possible for us to have one part of the mind focused on this always. I am this pure consciousness. Do all the activities. We don't have to go to an ashrama or Himalaya and sit there and saying that I am that pure Chaitanya. No, God has given us this role. Let us be here in this role itself. Let us not try to change the role. But one part of the mind, if not always, at least once in a while, just to bring the thought, who am I? I am this pure consciousness. We don't understand that consciousness, still it's okay. Just keep telling us that I am that consciousness. Like how the driver gets used to it after a few days of practice. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. When he says, Arjuna says, Krishna, this is chanchala. My mind is chanchala, Krishna. It is wavering, vacillating. I am not able to control. So he says, yes, I agree. True, whatever you say is correct, Arjuna, not wrong. But practice, keep practicing. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagya. Only then we get that understanding, viveka, and then vairagya. Try to discriminate what is temporary here, what is eternal here. Why should I get disturbed by all this? Some children are abusing me that what? Why didn't you teach us this? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Husband, wife, fighting. Why should I fight with anybody? So this will come not just like that. Just the knowledge will not dawn to us like this. By practice, practice, practice. Just like the driver learning, we can also do this. One more example. A musician. Before starting the concert or even singing, forget about a concert, even singing, what does a musician do? Shruti. He sets the mind for that Shruti. Somebody previously sang in a different Shruti, but my Shruti is this. So he or she has to set himself for that, his Shruti. Then, based on that Shruti, he sings variety of bhajans or songs in variety of ragas, variety of languages, variety of talas. Isn't it? Now, does he say that, wait, I have to focus on my Shruti. I cannot sing songs because I have to focus on Shruti. Then you are not a musician at all. If you are always continuously focusing on the Shruti only, then you are not a musician. You are not fit to be a musician. In the same way, focus should be there on this I am this Chaitanya. Then play this role as a daughter, as a daughter-in-law, as a mother, as a teacher, as a doctor, as a cook. All these roles can be played by keeping one part of the mind on this. This is only the role that I am playing. So if a musician can do this, and we are also doing unknowingly, aren't we singing bhajans? We may not be saying like this, we may not be saying that Shruti, but we are singing in one Shruti, one bhajan in one Shruti. People may take up different Shrutis based on their voice capacity. But we are stuck to that Shruti only. In the same way, see, that is what Shruti means. Shruti is the name given to Veda, which does not change. That is why here also it is Shruti, called as Shruti, because it is constant. It does not change for me. So when a musician can focus on the Shruti and then on top of that sing bhajans or songs in different ragas, different talas, different languages. See, if I have to sing a Tamil song, I have to focus on the word because I am not good at the Tamil words, so I have to focus on the word. That doesn't mean that I lose focus on my Shruti. That should be there continuously. So if a musician can do, if a driver can do, and we are both also, many of us are driving vehicles, many of us are singing, rather most of us are singing, then why can't we try this? We'll try this too. One more example now for how a jnani is. Now the example is, there is a series of 5 cricket matches between India and Pakistan. Series. 5 matches are there. Now assume that India has won the first 3 matches. We have won. India has won the first 3 matches. So what does it mean? Out of the 3 matches India has already won. So the cup is definitely for India. It has already won the cup. But it has to play the rest of the 2 matches also because there is an agreement of 5 matches series. Now, if these 2 matches are won by India, India will be happy. If it loses, what happens? There is no dukkha. Isn't it? Okay, let them win. Why? We have already got the cup. Isn't it? Out of the 5 matches, 3 matches we have already won. We have already won the cup, so it is immaterial whether we win this or not. For a jnani, same situation. For a Jivanmukta, who is a Jnani, same situation. He has already won that. He has already understood that. But he has to live in this world. Whether he wins, he may take up some project. He is working as an officer or some CEO of something. He has to work there. Just because he is a Jnani, he is not simply sitting. Some people may sit, whereas all Jnanis need not sit like that. Now he will take up a project. If he is successful, if that project is successful, he is happy. If the project is not successful, he is definitely not sad. Why? He knows this is only a drama that I am playing. I am already that consciousness, he has already got that knowledge. So the advantage for a Jnani is this. For a Jivanmukta is this. He has got moksha living now. In this life itself, he has got this moksha. If some people can get this, why not me? If some people have practiced and got this, I can also do this. Like a musician, like a driver, I will also try my level best and become the best in my role. I will definitely get this knowledge and I will be liberated. This will come only when we keep on doing this. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, this should go on simultaneously. One fine day, definitely 100% guarantee says Vedanta that we will reach that level. So we will chant, keep on chanting Namasmarana, have 100% faith and trust in that Supreme God and move forward in this path. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu.